Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in previous video we learned about how to connect your firebase to your Flutter app, and now we are going to learn about how to create the database. We are going to learn about the CRUD operation, every single of creating the database, reading the data from the firebase, updating the data from the firebase, and deleting the data from the firebase. So first let's learn about how to add data to the firebase. So to do that, you have to open your firebase console and open the project that you have connected to your Flutter app, and then head towards the Firestore database. If you can find it here, then just click on the build, expand it, and then below you will find out Firestore database. Then click here, and then you will see this overview Cloud Firestore, and then click on create database. Click here, and then just wait a few seconds, and then don't do anything. Just click next, and then create the database. Now your database will be created in the Firebase console. It will take some time. And now your Firebase database has been created. And next thing you want to do is head towards the rules section. Click here and then wait for it to load. And if you want to perform some write operation, means if you want to add data to the database, then you have to change this write to true. If you don't do this, then you cannot write any data in the database. So you have to publish it, change it to true, and then publish. Now we have done our part from this console. Now let's head towards our VS Code, and first thing first, we need to add some packages. Head towards your terminal, and then click in the Flutter pop add Cloud Firestore, and we will need to add another package. And then we need to add another package named Firebase Core. When we add these two packages, then our package part is done, and we simply need to initialize Firebase in our project. For that, we need to head towards main.dart, and we need to initialize our Firebase in main function. So we need to make this function asynchronous, and then first of all, before that, we need to initialize binding. So flutter widget binding dot ensure initialized. Exact, and then the next is await firebase dot initialized app, and then we need to import our package here, and then we also need to specify options, and to be specific, default firebase options dot current platform. So after we have initialized our widget binding and firebase, all we need to do is perform CRUD operation. So let's do it. First of all, let's remove all this extra code from our file, and then create a newly widget, name it my app, and then material app, home page. Then let's create our home page here, another stateful widget, home page, and in the home page let's create a scaffold, and also put a app bar, and we can name the title as firebase demo. Save it, and then in the body we will define later. So first of all, what we need to do is create database table, or mainly in firebase concept it is known as a collection. So to do that, we actually need to create an instance of the firebase. So to do that, we can just firebase firestore, and then name the instance, name the object of this widget class. Let's name it firestore. It comes to firebase firestore dot instance. So, and we need to import the package class name, and now all we need to do is create the table or collection. So for that, we need to create a future function, future void, and data, and make it asynchronous, and then return it with await. uh, and we first create newly created object firestore, and then listen carefully, we just need to add dot. The syntax is to create the collection name is dot, and then collection small bracket, and the name of the collection you want to create. Let's name it users dot, and then if we are adding for, then we have to put the keyword add, and then small bracket, let's end it. And then what data we need to add, we need to specify in the curly bracket. So first of all, we need to specify id for the user, and then next is the name for the user. So the name will be first, for first example I will make it a static, name it model, and for the id we can specify the id by clicking one, or we can use firebase to specify the unique id for the each user. So to do that, we need to use that object firestore dot collection, and then name the exact collection we have created, this user, which is users. And then to specify the id of this, we need to use new keyword called doc, and then dot id. Now it will create database table. So to implement this function, let's add a button in the center of the screen, child, and name this container. Let's have a text keyword, click me to create a user, and then we can wrap this container with a gesture detector, and on tap we should make it a synchronous function, sync, and then just implement this add function, which is add data, and then it will be done. So let's check it. So I have created a button to implement the add function. So when I click on this click me to create a user button, then it should create a collection named user, and inside the user it should add data of the user with the name and id on it. So let's click it, and then refresh this page, and it should have the collection name users. Oh, I forgot to turn on internet on my phone or emulator, so let's turn it on and then check it if it helps or not. So internet is back. So let's click on the button and then refresh the page. And there's the users collection with the id on it. So I have basically clicked it 2 times, one before the internet and one after the internet, so it appears to be 2 user, but it should work pretty fine. And what we can do next is add a text field for the name. Instead of writing a static name, what we can do is create a text editing controller, and then name it name controller equals to text editing controller, and instead of the name in it, we can define name controller.text, and then and then when we add a new user, let's suppose with the name hello, and then click on the button. Then a new user is added to the database with the name we have just specified in the text field. Thank you for this video. I'm only showing this much, and for more complex operation we can learn in another video. So for now it's up to this, and in the next video we are going to learn about how to read the data from the database into our application.